Alright guys, thought a really cool video we could do today was take a look at everyone who played last night and kind of give a stock up and a stock down. I think it was BengalsHype.com posted an article about this, but they only did like 4 players, and I thought, you know what? Why do 4 players? Let's do every single player of the team, and then what we can do is go back and, the next 2 weeks and then take a look at, how good everyone did. So I actually went ahead and downloaded the PDF file of the game last night. So this is every single, player, what they did, every single play. So I wanted to make sure I made this as accurate as humanly possible. So starting off right away, let's go with quarterbacks. Now, gray means that they did not play. That means that they were out of this game. And not only that, they were announced out before the game started. Does not mean that they didn't get any snaps. Not getting snaps is not being out. Not getting, being announced that you're out is out. Not, if you don't get any snaps, then you're not technically out of the game. That means you weren't either good enough, or they just didn't think that you were a good rotation piece in that aspect. The only quarterbacks out of the game last night that were officially announced out before the game started, which again, just taking a look at this yet again, let me go ahead and show you guys this. Whenever a game does go ahead and start, you can always see who is actually out by this transcript. Can you see right here it said did not play? And those are all the players who did not play. So the quarterbacks were Joe Burrow and Reed Sinnett. Both of them did not play. Now, again, like I said, a gray, it did not play. A red means you played bad, man. You really played bad. A orange, it means you played bad or you didn't do anything in the game. So you either played bad or you didn't do anything. A green means you played pretty dang good. Good job, man. You did awesome. And of course, a green is a stock up. A red is a stock down. Now, for yellow, that's going to be you kind of were middle or average. You didn't do anything special, but you know what? You at least played a decent game. And that's going to be your stock stays the same. So again, gray, you're out, you didn't play, you didn't get the chance. Red, your stock is down. Green, your stock is up. And then yellow, your stock is the same. Which, if you saw the 0, you're still at a 0. But anyway, though, yes. Trevor Siemian and Jake Browning, I'm going to give them a stock down. Both of them looked very bad last night. And I know they put up some good stats, like, 95 yards for Jake Browning, 123 yards for Trevor Siemian. And a lot of it was the offensive line. They just really weren't blocking correctly for them. But it was a bad night for offense. When we scored 10 of our 19 points, literally from Tyson Anderson, that's the problem. So, that's the quarterbacks. For the running backs, Jacob Sayre and Calvin Tyler did not play. Trevion Williams was out with injury, so he was also another scratch. And Joe Mixon didn't play. And the 2 running backs that did play was Chase Brown and Chris Evans. And I think both of them very easily got a stock up last night. We had the longest run of the night by Chris Evans, who had a really good run. And then Chase Brown, who had a couple screen passes and some critical third and ones that he got a first down on. I mean, both of these players probably skyrocketed their stock immensely. And if we're being honest, obviously Trevion's going to be back probably next week. Chris Evans has made a name for himself in this preseason game. So, he definitely has made a name. Alright, so for wide receivers, let me go ahead and actually move this like that. There we go. For receivers, Chase didn't play, T didn't play, Tyler didn't play. Trent Irwin, he only had 2 receptions for 11 yards, so it wasn't anything crazy special. He did actually, wait. Let me double check this. Never mind. He had that big reception across the middle for I think it was 30 yards. Which I believe I am correct. Because on the final stat sheet, it said that it said 1 reception for 32 yards. Yeah. So he had 1 reception for 32 yards, which was a really great reception, right? But that's kind of what we expect from a guy like Trent Irwin. He's a starter on this team, right? Not a starter, but he's a rotational piece where he had 350 snaps last year. That's a lot of snaps, okay? So, when you give me 1 reception for 32 yards, I'm going to give you the stock is the same because that's what I expect from you. I expect you to go out there and put up 32 yards, right? It was a great reception. It was across the middle, and it led us to points. But it wasn't anything too insanely crazy. Now, here's a player, Yoshi, who was absolutely a monster last night. And it wasn't really putting up crazy stats, but it was, of course, the end zone touchdown catch that wasn't more the touchdown. And the fact that Andre was very much targeted in this game. He was pretty much the first, second, and third look for Trevor Siemian and Jake Browning in this game. And as you saw, they really liked him because Coach put him in the whole entire game. He wasn't a guy that was a rotational piece. He was like a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins type of guy who plays the whole entire game. So he got a green, he got to stock up. Charlie Jones had 2 or 3 punt returns that really didn't go anywhere, and he also had 2 targets where he caught one of them. He pretty much stayed the same. There wasn't anything too crazy last night that would put him, stock up. I wouldn't put him stock down, obviously, but he didn't really do anything too crazy special. Stanley Morgan didn't get any reception or targets last night, so he's going to be stocked down. Kwame actually had a couple really great catches and led the team in receiving yards last night, so he got a stock up. Trent Taylor, he had a couple kick returns, nothing too crazy. He's stock same. Carter got his stock down. Jackson, again, like I said before, wasn't really his fault. What kind of was his fault, kind of wasn't his fault. It was a high pass by Jake Browning. Hit his hands, tipped off, and got picked off. As a receiver, you gotta, if you can't catch it, you gotta bat it down. You gotta make sure you do not tip that ball up because that's gonna cause problems. Mac Hippenhammer, he had 1 catch, but there wasn't really anything special he did in that game. Oh, wrong one. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys, my nose is absolutely acting up right now, so that's why I gotta pause my video camera for a second. Okay, anyway, though, for tight ends, Irv Smith didn't play, Drew Sample didn't play, Mitchell Wilcox didn't play, and Devin didn't do anything. So, he got a red, obviously. Tanner Hudson, 4 receptions, 29 yards, and he did, of course, have the hurdle, but then he did get hurt. So, stock up, but he did get hurt in the end, which definitely sucks. And then Christian Trahan didn't do anything in the game either. Bowser, not Bowser. Was it Bowser? Is that his name? Bowers. Bowers did have 1 catch. I didn't put him on this list. He did have 1 catch. He's definitely another player. I probably should have put him on this list, but he's probably not. He's probably gonna get cut by next week. I'll be honest with you. But he did have 1 catch in the game. Leno Brown did not play, but the offensive line was absolutely horrendous. Hakeem gets a stock down. Donta Smith gets a stock down. Ben Brown gets a stock down. Jackson Kirkland gets a mid. He didn't really play too crazy great, but he also didn't play really that bad. He just kind of played average, which is kind of what we expect from him, right? He came in the second half. Max Sharpinger played. I'm going to give him a stock down. Same thing with Jackson Carman. Jackson Carman immensely. Although Jackson Carman probably played the best of all of the offensive linemen. Cody Ford also stocked down. Jonah did not play, which probably signifies that he's going to be the starter on this roster at right tackle. For defensive line, Hubbard did not play. Miles Murphy, he came in. He actually had a lot of snaps last night. And in the end, he had 1 tackle for a loss, and that was pretty much it. He had a couple other plays where he was on the play, but he wasn't making the tackle. I'm going to give him a same as before. He didn't do anything special last night. Cam Sample, same as before. And then Raymond Johnson III, he's the one who caused the fumble on Clifford. He got the 4th fumble on Clifford and got us the ball back and got us points off that drive. So you already know, Raymond III, you are stocking up, my guy. Good job. That's an undrafted player right there who's making a name for himself. DJ Reader and Josh did not play, and neither did BJ Hill. So Jay Tufeli, you guys told me last night how to say his name. I forget already. He played lights out. A couple tackles for a loss. Always getting in the backfield. Great player. Profige, you know what, Junior. I'm just gonna say Junior. He was mid. He wasn't anything too crazy special. Zach Carter didn't do anything, so he got a red, and then Davis had a couple tackles, so he gets a same as before. Trey Henderson and Terrell Basham did not play. Basham, obviously, because he's injured. I gave Osai a stock down. He played, but he didn't do anything. He didn't have any tackles. He didn't have any stats, really, so I give him a stock down, but in reality, I guess you could probably say pretty much he didn't play. But, yeah, he did play technically, but stock down. Jeff Gunner, I gave him an average. He had a couple plays where he batted the ball down in the line of scrimmage, and he, of course, he had, like, I think 1 or 2 tackles, but that was pretty much it. Owen, same thing, couple tackles, nothing special. Hakeem Davis Gaither had a couple tackles, so he got a same. Keandre Jones had a couple key tackles, especially when there was a wide receiver that was across the middle of the field. The guy was probably going for a touchdown, and he tracked him down and got the stop, so he got a stock up. Jalen Moody didn't do anything. He got a stock down. Logan Wilson was out. Marcus Bailey, Joe Bacci, and Tyler Murray all had really good games. They all got stocks up. And then finally, Shaka Haywood got a stock down because he actually messed up on a couple key plays. And trust me, they're going to be talking to him about that when, after this game. Cheeto, Cam Taylor-Britt, and Mike Hilton did not play. But DJ Turner did, and he got a stock up as he batted down a key third down play, which of course got them off the field and helped us out immensely because they actually went for it on that 4th down and they did not get it. So critical play by DJ Turner. Sidney Jones got beat on a touchdown and overall didn't really play too well last night. He's a stock down. Jalen Davis, mid. Poison Ivy, obviously. Great day for Poison Ivy. He had a couple great plays in a tackle for a loss. The Poison Ivy, man, it always hurts. George Allen George got destroyed last night on a couple of plays. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give him a stock down. And then Marvell didn't do anything last night, so he gets a stock down. For the safeties, and you can see right now that the safeties did pretty dang good last night. Dax Hill almost got an interception, got 2 pass breakups, actually 3 pass breakups, so he got a stock up. Jordan Battle, great day for him again, stock up. Tyson Anderson, 2 picks and a pick 6, stock up. Larry Brooks had 5 tackles last night. And I didn't even talk about him at all, and he played amazing. Again, players that you don't really think about or talk about who play in the background who do really good. Michael Thomas, Nick Scott didn't play. Michael Thomas, he didn't do anything last night, so stock down. Corker, stock down. Brad Robbins, great punts last night. Great hang times, too, and a lot of great power. And then Money Mac, stock up. So, guys, those are your preseason week 1 stock up and stock down players. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.